Welcome once again, students. We will study the next chapter, refraction of a light. We already studied what is meant by reflection in the previous year. Today we will discuss the topic related with it, refraction of a light and laws of refraction. So, I just recalling the things which is regarding with it. What is meant by reflection? Reflection of light. Here is a plane surface. Okay, here is smooth surface. Okay, smooth surface, and here is a ray which is incident at a point n. Here mn is a normal, mn is a normal, and there is a reflection, that is the ray is bounces back. Okay, the ray is bounces back, and it is if AB is incident ray, at that time CD is a reflected ray, and the angle made by the incident ray with the normal is called angle of incident, and angle made by the reflected ray with the normal is called angle of reflection. So there is a bouncing when a ray is incident at a point n, which is point of incident. Okay, after that it bounces back, which made a certain angle, and it is called angle of reflection, and the value of angle of reflection and the angle of incident is same. That means angle I and angle R is same. So this thing we have studied in last year. So we have to proceed further. That what are the laws of a reflection? The laws of reflection, first one is that the incident ray, a reflected ray, and normal are in a same plane. Okay. After that, the incident ray and the reflected ray are opposite to the normal. Incident ray and refracted ray are opposite to the normal, and angle of incident and angle of reflection are same. So in this way we have studied the laws of a reflection also. Today we will discuss the thing what is meant by refraction. There are two different phenomena, reflection and refraction. Reflection means the light is incident on a surface, a polished surface, and they are bouncing back, making some certain angle with the normal. And the refraction is a different phenomenon. So we have to discuss the refraction. For that we have to study some activity first. Take a beaker. Okay, this is beaker. Okay, insert water in it. Here is water. Okay, what you have to do? We have to insert a pencil inside it. We have to insert a pencil. Inclined it. Before inclined it is just vertical. You have to first they have told us that we have to fill the glass with water and dip some portion of a pencil vertically in a water. So here is water level. Okay, and here is the portion which is dipped in the water, and it's so what happened here we have to see. This is one of the activity. So what you have to see, the part which is inserted in water, the pencil is inserted in a water, the beaker is filled with water, and the part which is inserted, the part of the pencil which is inserted in water is thicker, and this is as usual. The remaining part is as usual. The thickness of the pencil is as usual in the ear. Okay, the part which is in the ear is remains as it is. It can shows its thickness is as usual, but the part which is dipped, in water shows some sort of a thickness. So there is slight change in its width. Okay. Second one, the same beaker we have to utilize. Glass beaker is there. Okay, filled with water. And what you have to do? We have to dip the same pencil there. Okay. What actually happen is that the pencil is just like, it look like a broken pencil is just look like broken. The remaining part, that means the dipped part, okay, the part which is inserted in water, it just it's look like broke down. There in the second case, the portion in second pencil appears to be broken near the surface of the water, here. It look like, instead of this, they look like such like that. Okay, they look like such like that instead of this. Okay, so there is apparent feeling is such like that. The pencil is broken here, and here we can see the thickness of the pencil is increased. There is no increase in the thickness, but it look like there is increase in the thickness of the pencil. Okay, so these are the phenomena. These are the activities. From that activities, there are certain phenomenon is there. In this phenomena, we can easily find that there is a phenomena of a light which is called refraction, and this we have to discuss. Another example they have given to us is that there is another activity. Here is a metallic vessel is there. Okay, here is metallic vessel, and we have to put a coin is there. Here is metallic vessel. Okay, so this part is opaque. So that we unable to see this coin. There we can see there are certain limit to see the coin. The coin is at the bottom of this vessel. Okay, this is vessel. Okay, they have taken a vessel, and we have to keep the coin is there at a certain height, at a certain distance. We can easily see. From here, we can easily see the coin. Okay, from here up to this point, up to this distance, we can easily see the coin. Okay, but further, if we increase the distance, we can further go back. After that, we can't see, unable to see the coin which is dipped in the vessel. So here is a metallic vessel. So whatever. We just stop there, and we just stop where the coin is unable to see. That is, coin is disappears. Okay, we just stop here. Okay, we have to stop here. Here is the position where we can't able to see this coin. After that, told to your friend, we to add water in it, in this metallic vessel. Okay, you have to told your friend to add water in that vessel, that metallic vessel. So what happens actually? So there is a rise in the water level, okay. So that, and the location of this coin is at the bottom, okay, at the bottom of the metallic vessel. Even though the location of the coin is at the bottom of the vessel, we are able to see this coin. We can easily find out that the coin is just hanging on the surface of the water, okay. It just goes in the upward direction. So there is a instead of you actually the position of the coin is at the bottom of the metallic vessel, but by inserting water in a metallic vessel, we can easily find out that the coin which is put inside it is move vertically upward direction, okay. It slightly changes its position, but there is a virtual change actually, and this type of a phenomenon is called refraction. So what happens in a refraction? There is a change of the direction of light, okay. There is change in the direction of light when light is passing from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. It's change its direction. The light changes its direction, and this phenomenon is called a refraction of a light. When light enters, here is air medium, here is a glass medium. Instead of going in this way, they are changing its direction. They are changing their path. Okay. They have given definition. Light changes its direction when going from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, and this is called a refraction of light. But in a single medium, it may be air, it may be water, it may be gas. In a single medium, it can travel in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line in a single medium. But if we change the transparent medium from air to glass, air to water, water to glass, there is slight change in the direction of the light. And this phenomenon is called refraction of light. Okay? This phenomenon is called refraction of a light. Further, we have taken another most important activity is there on the page number 74. Okay, refraction of light passing through the glass slab. We have taken a white paper is there, white blank paper is there, or a cardboard. We have to attach it on a table. Okay, what you have to do? We have to take a glass slab is there, glass slab. Okay, it's such like that. Okay, so glass slab is there. What you have to do? We have to take outlines of it, and named it as PQRS. Okay, what you have to do afterwards? Here we have to make. There are some. We have to draw a ray, which is some inclined with the normal PQ. Okay, here is the point A and B. A and B are the positions of the two pins which you have to hold. We have to press it. Okay, A and B are the two positions of the piece. Okay, and we have to make such an incident ray making some angle. Okay, making some angle with the normal. So what happens afterwards? That in either side, on the side SR, we have to press they have told us that we have to press a third one, we have to press a third and fourth pins, such like that, at point C and at point D. Okay, and mark the position of C and D, and mark the position of a C and D. Okay, A and B are the two pins which you are holding, we are press. Okay, we have attached, inserted, penetrate on a cardboard. Okay, so there is a straight line, there is some inclined, these rays are inclined, some angle is there, and it is called angle of incident. Okay, here is a normal, this normal, NM or MN. In our book they have given N only. This is point of incident. The incident ray which is incident on the surface is point of incident. Okay, A and B are these are the location of the two pins which is inserted. Okay, for our experiment, and we have to see, we have to place a third pin in such a line, they are in a straight line, so we have to insert it, and after that here is a fourth one. Okay, so remove this glass slab. Okay, we have to draw a straight line here. Okay, join it, this point, join this point. Here is point N and M, here is N, and here is M. Okay, you have to join it. Okay, actually we have to extend this normal, we have to extend this. This is angle of refraction, okay, and this is angle of emergence, E. Okay, so what you have to see here, point A and point B, these are the two points where we have pins there, which are inserted a pins there, and these are in straight line, and they are meeting at the surface PQ at point N. Okay, so AN and AN, this ray AN is angle of, this is incident ray. Okay, after that here NM, the ray MN is a refracted ray. Ray NM is a refracted ray, and ray MD is a emergent ray. So ray AN is incident ray. Okay, this is incident ray. NM, ray NM is a refracted ray, and ray EMD is emergent ray. So there are three rays: incident ray, refracted ray, and emergent ray. At the same time, here is angle I, angle of emergence, angle I is the angle of incident. Okay, after that angle R is angle of refraction, and angle E, this angle of emergent. So what you have to see, the angle I is equal to angle E. Angle I and the value of angle I and angle E are same. Value of angle I and angle E is same. The value of angle I is greater than the value of angle I is greater than value of angle R. That means angle of refraction. Actually, what happens when incident ray is incident on the surface PQ, here is refraction is taking place. Refraction is taking place. That means actually they have to go in this way. Okay, but instead of it, it changed its direction. Okay, the incident ray in the ear medium. Here is ear medium. This is ear medium. This is glass medium. Okay, then the light ray changes its direction. When they changes the media, it changes its direction. Here is rarer medium. It is a denser medium. So it bent towards the normal. It bent towards the normal, and actually they have to travel in a straight line, but instead of it, it can travel with making some certain angle. They are making some certain slight changes in its direction here. So first refraction is taking place at point N, and the second refraction is taking place at point M. At point M here. When the light rays passing from glass medium to ear medium, glass medium to ear medium, instead of going in this way, they are changing its direction. They are changing its direction. Okay, instead of going in this way, they are changing its direction. And this emergent ray, this is emergent ray. Ray MD is emergent ray. MD is parallel to the actual path, original path of the incident ray. Okay, these two are parallel to each other. So you can see the refraction at two times at point N. When the light ray passing from ear to glass medium, this incident ray, when it penetrates, it becomes a refracted ray, and the refracted ray changes its direction. This light ray, it changes its direction, and second time in the same media, that is glass media, it travels in a straight line, but when it enters the another media, that is once again in a ear media, the emergent ray changes its direction. So there are the two times we can easily see the light changes the light ray changes its direction two times at point N and at point M. So the changing of direction of the light rays when it passing from one transparent media to another transparent media, then this phenomenon of the light is called refraction of light. This is called refraction of light. We have taken a glass slab, PQRS is there, we have to put here. Okay, here is cardboard or a blank white paper is there. Okay, PQ is the surface, here is a normal, there is another normal. Okay, here N is the point of incidence, and this is AN is the incident ray, NM is a refracted ray, and MD is emergent ray, and two refraction is taking place. Two times we can see the refraction here. So the laws of refraction. What are the laws of refraction? The laws of refraction is that incident ray and refracted ray at the point of a normal, it is opposite to each other. They have told us all that. Incident ray, refracted ray at the point of incident are opposite side of the normal. Opposite side of the normal. AN and NM, they are opposite side of the normal. This is normal. Okay, this is normal, and incident ray and refracted ray are opposite side to the normal at the point of incidence. Point of incident means where actually the incident ray is incident, actually meet. Okay, after that the incident ray, refracted ray and normal are in a same plane. They are in the same plane. Incident ray, refracted ray and normal, they are in the same plane. In a same plane. Okay, first one, the incident ray and normal, incident ray and refracted ray are opposite to the normal. After that, incident ray, refracted ray and normal are in same plane. And the third one, for a given pair of a media, here is one transparent medium is air and another is glass, then we can say that the sine of angle I and sine of angle R is constant. For a given pair of media, here air and glass, the ratio of sine I to sine R is constant, where I is angle of incidence, and R is angle of refraction. That sine I upon sine R is equal to constant. I is angle of incident and R is angle of refraction. These are the laws of a refraction. So we have studied the refraction of light, how the light changes its direction when passing from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, and there are 3 laws. Okay, so we have to stop here. The remaining part we'll study in next lesson.